November 7th, 2021, All Saints Sunday. To the good people of the parishes of Trinity Barrie, St. Margaret Barrie, and Good Shepherd Stainer, from Bishop Priscilla Shaw. Dear friends in Christ, grace to you and peace this day. I have been holding you all in prayer with gratitude to God for your faithful ministry, for your prayers, and for your partnership in the gospel. As St. Paul says in his letter to the Philippians, chapter 1, verses 6 and 7, and I am sure of this, that the Holy One of blessing, who began a good work in you, will bring it to completion at the day of Jesus Christ. It is right for me to feel this way about you all, because I hold you in my heart, for you are all partakers with me of grace. As St. Paul continues in chapter 3, verses 13 and 14, straining forward to what lies ahead, I press on toward the goal for the prize of the upward call of God in Jesus Christ. It is a blessing to be with you in this journey toward the call of Jesus, to be the hands and feet of Christ in our neighborhoods, our communities, our daily lives. We are being called to walk in partnership together in a good way, each thriving in place and sharing resources so that collectively we are stronger. As background context, for a long time, the Diocese of Toronto has been considering the concepts of regional ministry, area ministry, hub ministry, or team ministry, with the goal of strengthening parishes and reducing isolation of clergy and lay leaders. The objective of regional ministry is to intentionally foster congregations and individuals working together across what used to be well-defined parish boundaries. This is particularly relevant to areas currently facing significant demographic and societal shifts, possibly lower revenue, fewer parishioners, and reduced energy to sustain valued ministries undertaken in parishes over many years. Through these changes, including the emerging impacts of this global pandemic, we recognize that the people in our parishes are responding to the call to be missional, and many are filled with enthusiasm for what could happen if only there were more people, time, energy, or financial resources. We hunger for the joy of relationships in faith communities large enough to accomplish that to which God lovingly calls us. The experience of COVID-19 has shown us that we can adapt quickly to change and can find much more. Out of the world tragedy, God gives us the opportunity to reform, to be God's people in a new way. It is a kairos moment for us when we can participate in a significant societal shift and co-create this part of God's world anew. God beckons us to pray for and take the courage to experiment, to create out our own models of collaboration, and to live them out locally where there is capacity. After careful deliberation, consultation, and prayer, we have decided to create the opportunity for Good Shepherd Stainer, St. Margaret Barrie, and Trinity Barrie to work together to form a regional ministry with the intention of exploring the development of a shared vision, common purpose, and commitment to work together for ministry and mission for North Barrie and the Highway 26-27 corridors covered by the Deanery. It is hoped that this will allow for better stewardship of resources and an intentionality about how these resources are allocated, priestly ministry when needed and an increase in supported lay ministry, added capacity to provide specialized ministries in the area, reduction of isolation for our clergy and parishes, a context for our leadership and ministry team members to nurture and develop each other's skills in ways that open the possibility of multiple kinds of growth, fostering creativity in the ministry of lay and clergy leaders, and expansive opportunities for growth, drawing together what we've learned through the many threads of our past and current work in congregational development and missional theology, and consolidation of the administration in parishes with the goal of freeing energy for mission. This regional ministry will fall under the clerical leadership of the Reverend Simon Bell, who will serve as the priest in charge of Trinity Barrie and continue as incumbent of St. Margaret Barrie. The Reverend Susan Snelling as the priest in charge of Good Shepherd Stayner and associate priest at St. Margaret's. Good Shepherd Stayner and St. Margaret Barrie will continue under their present corporate structures. Trinity Barrie will be run by a board of management with the following appointments: Bill Sargent, Joan Hill, Judy Craig, Jane Robinson, Lynn Dryla, Bishop Philip Poole and the Reverend Simon Bell co-chairs for November, and Advent 1, 2021, the Reverend Simon Bell, chair. It is my hope and desire that all three parishes will flourish in place through the sharing of resources and mutual collaboration, and that they will all provide a strong ministering presence in each of their unique contexts by seeking a common overarching vision of the gospel in action. May God bless us all in this work together. The Right Reverend Priscilla Shaw, Bishop Suffragan, Diocese of Toronto. I'd just like to say a couple of things in addition to the letter that I have read from Bishop Priscilla Shaw. The start date for this new ministry is November 28th, 2021, which is the first Sunday in Advent. I will continue half-time in Stayner and add another half-time at St. Margaret's. For the time being, this means 3 Sundays a month I will be here. I will be here on Tuesdays to tape and to plan the liturgy, and I will be here as I am desired and requested to be to fulfill the needs of ministry in this parish. If I am not here on a Sunday morning, Reverend Bill or Gren will be assisting with those services. Some of the details are being worked out in terms of responsibilities and days that Simon and I will be in different parishes. It will be a bit of training on the job. I want to assure you of my firm commitment to this parish and the ministry that we are doing here. We have planned for future ministry, and those plans have been put on hold by the pandemic. But we know that our community is growing, and we have ideas about how we can reach out to the community around us and also invite the community to be part of our community in our own neighborhood. Bishop Priscilla and Bishop Andrew are also firmly committed to our work that is being done here. Bishop Andrew visited us about a year ago, and he had the opportunity to speak to members of Ministry Council, and they informed him about some of the things that were going on here. And Bishop Priscilla has had a meeting with the wardens of the parish and is aware of the work that we intend to do and the growth that is happening in our community. And she is excited about those opportunities. Bishop Priscilla has indicated that she's willing to come on Zoom for now and meet with the Ministry Council or with a congregational meeting when we desire to have that. And we have asked her, when circumstances allow, if she would come so that we can see her in person and she can be here and see what's happening in the parish. If you have any questions, I invite you to either call me or send me an email. I'm anxious and excited to have your concerns and your questions raised. Please do not feel that you have to worry about this by yourself, but reach out to me so that we can have a discussion. I am committed to being here in the parish of Stayner. This is my primary commitment. My work at St. Margaret's is in addition to what I am already doing here, and I need to be very clear about that. Thank you, and we will be in touch.